was wicked, said she loved the way. Yeah. Shawty living, got the mama really tripping, cause she see we on a mission, ain't got no time to just kick it. We gotta get it, told the cause she getting minutes, don't complain of why.
I'm doing so well. So we're getting close to launch time, and you've released some details on your blog and social media. So tell us what's going on with NBA 2K22 that you can share with us.
Oh, wow, there's so many things to share, Alexis, and the city got a big rework. On Gen 4, there's a cruise boat. It's crazy. There's just so much going on with gameplay, an all-new defensive mechanic system that feels way.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Junior's out there with McDaniels. Then there's Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Russell in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, they've got Harrell. Allen is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's LeBron James. And it's Melli in at the 4. Frank, for those teams that did make a deal with the trade deadline, how hard is it to integrate a new player mid-season?
Well, you know, guys who need the ball to be effective, it can be harder to integrate. But for certain role players, it's just how quickly they learn the system. So it's a tough call either way, especially if you have to go into a new environment where the terminology and everything's different. No doubt my experiences in having guys traded to be a part of our teams, it was a tough transition for most of them.
Did you ever do it as a player?
I did it, yeah, and it's tough, you know. It's not just the team. I mean, you uproot it. You might have to leave your family if the kids are in school. I mean, there are a lot of factors that go into it that just don't revolve around what happens on the court.
And Minnesota has possession after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Russell. Count that one.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Towns with the steal. Inside, here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Harrell. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's James. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Melli. McLemore has come in for Grayson Allen. Young is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Denver Nuggets. Junior kicks to McDaniels. Passes it to Towns. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lakers trail by 8. Young taking his time here. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for LeBron. Minnesota also making some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for McDaniels. Malik Beasley comes in for Edwards. And Hayes subbed in for Russell. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Young. It's tipped. To the inside. And Junior throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. He is in awe of the talent that Karl Anthony Towns possesses. Coach said he's still reaching his full potential in terms of consistency, but when he gets in rhythm, he's unstoppable. So, of course, they're going to throw lots of different looks at him to try and take him out of his game tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Young. It's deflected. To the middle. Here's Junior. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
.55 seconds left in the first quarter. Young inside, covered by Hayes. Now here's McLemore outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Dallas. And Junior throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Harrell. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And this is why you must clog the lanes. Once Junior spots one, he forces you to be aggressive defensively.
And both free throws good for Junior.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Right against Young, out to the wing. McLemore dishes to Johnson. 2 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Ben McLemore. Young is out there with Allen. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Melly in at the power forward. So it's the Lakers now, following the 3 by Minnesota.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Whiteside. Ben McLemore comes in for Nicolo Melli. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. Young is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Nuggets, was tremendous. He contributed 31 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. Looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. That performance is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. And we'll see if he can continue to stay hot.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
Every coach would appreciate having Montrezl Harrell on their roster. Plays unselfish, does the dirty work, and gives his team an edge.
Now here's Barnes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just a difficult shot that Barnes makes look so simple, so creative how he brushes off the defense.
James against Barnes. And the dunk by James.
He never takes a break on any possession. He is ruthless on the offensive side of the floor.
And Junior throws it down.
Playing with so much confidence. When Junior finds his rhythm, he is a lot of fun to watch.
Young outside. 12 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Here's James. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. LeBron's got 13.
I mean, a perfect combination of power and grace. LeBron does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
And so it's Minnesota out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now...
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a strong first half for you guys defensively. What has worked at that?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Edwards. McDaniels is out there with Junior. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. James finds Allen. That one goes. Count it.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Junior. James covering. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Somewhat late to the game of basketball, Junior's natural abilities were apparent from the first time he ever stepped on the floor, and he's been cultivating them ever since.
Allen passes to Brunson. Pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Russell kicks to Junior. Timberwolves passing it around. Shoots over Brunson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Russell's got 8 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And here's Brunson. He's got 6. Shot on the wing. And the Lakers get it back. And Harrell slams it in.
This is Montrezl Harrell, strong offensive rebounder with the skill to make good on the second chance.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Well, you know, teams look for +6 players whose wingspans exceed their height.
Group substitution here for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Melly. McLemore has come in for LeBron. Young's checked in for Grayson Allen. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Junior, and he uses the glass on the layup. Junior's got 6 in the quarter. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Count that one. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Hayes the pass to Junior. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Junior's got 24 points.
The contact can't phase Junior. He's used to playing that physical brand of basketball.
Johnson the pass to Harrell. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And look how Junior's ability to read the defense pays off. Finds an opening and bam.
"15 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. It's Young on the wing, covered by Beasley. Harrell trying to free himself up. Young, good. Young's got 8 points.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Harrell is out there with Whiteside, and it's LeBron James. Then there's Allen, and it's Young in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Towns against Whiteside, and stolen by Whiteside. Now, here is Young. Allen outside, the pass to Harrell. On the wing, James. Over Junior. LeBron shot is off.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Young's shot is good.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nelly is checked in for Whiteside. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Young. Timberwolves also changing it up. Edwards comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in for Hayes. McDaniels passes to Junior. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Junior. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now because of the way everything is going is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game. The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Here's James. Down low. And it's Harrell missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
There's the double team with Allen. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 15. Allen drives in. Another shot. And it's good on the way in.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Russell passes to Junior. To the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, when you play with Junior's level of desire, you simply do not go down easy.
Brunson finds James. 1:56 left in the game. Brunson scanning the floor. This one for 3. James misses. Timberwolves leading by 15. Edwards passes to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Down low, Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Junior.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Wright with it. Passes to Noel. Len dishes to Junior. To the inside. And Junior throws it down.
There's an intensity to Junior's game that sometimes intimidates opponents. You can see it on their faces.
Pass to McLemore. Rejected by Len, and they're able to recover. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Chen passes to Young. There's Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Pass to Junior. And he lays it straight in. Junior's got 40 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Good. Inside, it's stolen. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.